Hey everybody, happy Monday. I am super excited to kick this week off with our Ultimate line, and I am going to tell you that I'm going to go live today through Thursday, and I promise you, your mind is going to be blown away when you learn about the Ultimate line and how underutilized this line is when it comes to you, your clients, and pretty much everything that you see on social media as far as products go. It's truly going to blow your mind. Hey, Stephanie. I'm actually really glad you're on because you'll be able to give me some thumbs up on some of these things. Okay, so before I talk about the Ultimate line, I want to share, some of you may be thinking, what the heck is the Ultimate line? So let me start with that. The Ultimate line with Beachbody is anything that is in a white bag, or white labeling. So like the whey protein Shakeology, the performance line, those are not the Ultimate line. The Ultimate line is literally anything that's packaged in the white. The difference with the Ultimate line is Beachbody has taken extensive diligence in quality control and sourcing these products and making them the best of the best, most clean products of anything that we offer. And so far, from what I have found, anything on the planet, truly the Ultimate line is the purest of the pure products. So I'm going to kind of break down first, obviously, what the Ultimate line is, but then I want to talk about why. What's the whole point in any of this? So one of the reasons I got into this business was because of the products. I absolutely fell in love with the products. With my background in pharmaceutical sales, I had found so many things that are approved by the FDA are on kind of come after the sickness. People have already been sick. They've already had inflammation. They already have surgeries and diseases and reoccurrences of ear infections and all these things, and then we give them something on the back end. And I'm thinking, I want to be behind something that's on the side of prevention. What if we can give people something that helps prevent disease and prevent them from getting to needing all these other pills and medications and procedures? What if we can be on that end? And Beachbody had products that I believed are on the front end of prevention instead on the back end of treating symptoms. And the Ultimate line, truly guys, is that line of products. And so I'm super excited to share with you this week. I'm going to go over Optimize today, but I'm also going to go over Revitalize, Mineralize, Soothe, and I'm going to touch on the Detox later this week. But I truly feel Optimize is one of the best products on the planet, and I'm going to share with you why today. Okay, so when I speak about all of these different diseases that people have, the root to every single disease, the number one precursor to every single disease, Stephanie is going to know this, is inflammation. Inflammation is basically tied and partners with every single disease that's out there. So if we can reduce inflammation, we can then help reduce the incidence and frequency of disease. So it's all about getting that inflammation down. So I want to share with you some of the things that first cause inflammation. Number one, poor diet, processed foods. Poor diet is the number one cause of preventable death, and because it's obviously causing disease, but it's the number one cause of preventable death. Stress causes inflammation. Stress doesn't necessarily mean you had a stressful day. It can be short-term stress, but it can also be chronic stress, something that your body is constantly being exposed to that causes its stress. Inflammation is our body's way of kind of the fight or flight. It's the way of protecting itself and kind of putting a barrier up, a wall up to protect itself from whatever that foreign object is or that stress is. It causes an immune response, which I'm going to get to in a minute when I talk about Optimize. Chronic inflammation is very silent at first, and I dealt with this a lot when I had my breast implants. I had a lot of silent inflammation, little things that are going off here and there. I didn't have no idea why, but those silent chronic inflammations can eventually lead to, if not treated or prevented, they speak louder and they create longer term health issues. And those things can manifest in very different ways. And they can last months, years, so on and so forth. Chronic inflammation can start with one thing and then cascade to many other health issues, mainly gut and autoimmune type issues. So if we can reduce things that cause inflammation, that's going to make a big difference. But we can also put things in our bodies that help fight inflammation and help create a stronger immune system. So there's two triggers of inflammation. There's not totally two triggers. Triggers for inflammation are, I'm jumping ahead of myself. Foreign objects, exposures, food, chemicals, any of those things where our immune system is compromised. So our immune system, how we fight things that cause stress, and our digestive system are our number one defense on reducing inflammation in our body. Okay? Our digestive system, our whole digestive system, and building a strong immune system. Those are the two ways. So you can do that. There's enzymes that do that, and there's two kinds of enzymes. Ironically, one is called digestive enzymes, which some of these products with the Ultimate Reset covers. And the other one is systemic enzymes. So those two types of enzymes, one covers the digestive system and helps really bolster and reduce inflammation and build your immune system. And then the other one is systemic enzymes. So where do you get those? How do you get those in your body? The Ultimate Reset. And I'm going to share with you this week why. Hey Kim, hey Julie. Okay, so there's actually this thing, I know I talk a lot about, if you follow me, about nutrient deficiency. There's also this thing called enzyme deficiency. And there's symptoms of when your body is deficient in digestive or systemic enzymes. Those symptoms are joint pain, circulatory problems, people being slow to heal, an increase of diseases and illnesses that are really, really common. Those are very common symptoms if someone is enzyme deficient. So it's super easy to actually get good quality enzymes if you know where to shop. You all being Beachbody coaches, it's super easy because you can just shop in your back office and also help bolster your TV. Okay, I am not going to talk about the digestive enzymes today. I am going to talk about the systemic enzymes, because that 100% is what Optimize is, our systemic enzymes. So I like analogies because they help me kind of wrap my brain around things. So if you think about, if you have a construction site and you want to build this massive highway with, all these different exits and signs and roads and buildings, this whole infrastructure, you can bring in all the different subcontractors with all the different pieces, but there needs to be the systemic enzymes, that's the labor force for putting it all together in your body. You need those systemic enzymes, that labor force, to make all those different pieces come together so that your body works as a whole optimal functioning unit, hence the word optimize, right? Okay, but that's basically what the premise behind Optimize. It's a container full of systemic enzymes. I'm going to get into what they are and how they work for you, and then I'm going to share some hacks with you on how to use them. Okay, I'm going to read this for a second because it was, the systemic enzymes stimulate your immune system, which I was saying, your immune system, your digestive system. Systemic enzymes stimulate your immune system. They relieve common ailments like sinus congestion, headaches, arthritis, all these things that help reduce inflammation, right? Systemic enzymes also improve circulation, reducing gut inflammation, decreases the possibility for blood clotting, and they can break up cholesterol and the blood vessels. Generally, it's a great relief. Systemic enzymes are for all aches, pains, swellings, and feelings of sluggishness. Okay, social media moment here, but how often do you all see people talk about aches, pains, swelling, feeling sluggish, getting sick all the time, having all kinds of issues, having to be on pills, taking this, taking that? These are all clues for you to have conversations about the benefits of Optimize and how it's going to help people. So I'm going to share with you what's in Optimize, what it's used for, and then I'm going to go over the pricing of it and how to position it on social media or in private conversations. So first of all, the first ingredient, and it's funny because people talk about the supplements and they think like there's some strange supplements. It's really funny. First ingredient is bromelain, which is legitimately the stalk of the pineapple. But bromelain is really, really potent when it comes to an anti-inflammatory that helps with asthma, allergies, IBS, joint pain, autoimmune issues, and it's legitimately the concentrated stem part of the pineapple. Really, really highly concentrated, really, really good for you. First ingredient's bromelain. The second ingredient in Optimize is amylase, which is an enzyme. It's a systemic enzyme. It aids in digestion and absorbing vitamins. So imagine all these people that are taking vitamins and this and that, but if you're not actually absorbing the vitamins and they're going right through you, it's a moot point. So not only do you want to take the vitamins and nutrients in, you want your body to be able to absorb them. And that's what amylase, this enzyme, does. So it helps increase your energy because you're actually helping with the digestive system and absorbing the vitamins. The third ingredient is camu. And I'm going to circle back to this one when we come to the hacks. But camu. So name one thing that you think of when people are sick. Name one fruit. What do people say? Oh, drink more of this to help boost your vitamin C. Or take Airborne because it's loaded with vitamin C. To oranges. Everybody's like, oh my God, take oranges, drink orange juice. It's got such great vitamin C. Camu is 60 times, it's a fruit, more potent in vitamin C than an orange. 60 times more potent in vitamin C than an orange. So why aren't we talking about camu more? And boosting our immune system, becoming a freaking powerhouse, like all these superhero shows where they've got the freaking that's camu and boosting y'all's immune system. It's a freaking strong anti-inflammatory systemic enzyme and immune booster. So you think of all these people that before they travel or if they get sick or they go into, think of Airborne. Why would people take Airborne when they can literally just take Optimize? Not only are you getting the vitamin C, but you're also getting the bromelain, the amylase, and the fourth ingredient, which is amla powder. So amla powder, it's also called Indian gooseberry. It's also a fruit. Nothing crazy, nothing weird, nothing synthetic. But this one's really cool. Now, I want you to think for a second. One of the top 3 killers in America is heart disease. Amla powder is used for breaking up bad cholesterol. It fights free radicals. So those of you that don't know what free radicals are cancer, they're like cancer-causing agents. So free radicals come into your system and they kind of attack your good cells. The amla powder attacks the free radicals. So not only does it break up bad cholesterol, they fight free radicals, and it also helps relieve constipation. So you've got these 4 powerhouse ingredients for digestion, for immune system, for reducing inflammation, and all these things that people are like the top 3 ailments in our American culture. And you've got some powerhouses in this Optimize that helps your body run more optimally every single day with all those different things that you're bringing to it. This is the labor force that pulls it all together. So I was talking to Darren Oline about a month or so ago, and I'm like, well, how much of this can you take? Like, what should I tell people? Because if you're on the ultimate reset or you've ever done it, you know you take 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, and 2 at night. He said, legitimately, Shay, there is no upper limit on what you can take of this. So if you've got someone that's just been battling, their immune system and it's very compromised, he personally, when he travels to some of these countries, he takes upward to 30 of these a day. Now, I'm not saying take 30 of them a day, but he said there's really, truly no upper limit to what you can take of these. But if you really want to boost that immune system, there is no upper limit and you can take what you need. to get that sustained dose in you. The other thing is you want to take this on an empty stomach. So I know if you've done the reset, you know you take it on an empty stomach, but these specifically optimized has to be taken on an empty stomach because that allows it to be absorbed directly into your circulation and goes to your body parts where it's needed. So definitely this, and I'll get to Soothe later this week, you want to take on an empty stomach. So that's how you can dose it. I typically take 2 in the morning and 2 at night just to maintain. If I know I'm traveling or I'm going to be in tight, in airports or whatever, I'll double the dose just so I'm really boosting my immune system. I went to Europe for 3 months. We traveled all over when it was cold in airports. Everybody was sick around me. I did not get sick once in 3 months. And I traveled everywhere where everything is like germy and gross and whatever. I never got sick. Totally built my immune system. Okay, so uses and hacks. Anywhere you want to build your immune system. I mean, you think about how many people will run out and go get a flu shot every single fall. Why not start taking some Optimize? If you're a believer in flu shots, that's great, but how about supplementing it with some Optimize as well? I've not had a flu shot in probably 8 or 9 years. I have such a strong immune system. I don't ever get sick, knock on wood, but I don't get sick. And I truly believe it's because these products that we have are on the front side of prevention and not on the back side of treating symptoms after it's already happened. Airborne, where people are taking airborne, people that travel a lot or they work in daycares or hospitals where they're exposed to all kinds of different germs, this is a great product for them to take every single day to keep that immune system built. I would give it to my kids. You can open up the capsule and dump it in their mac and cheese if you want. They won't know. Help boost their immune system. A lot of people will take these instead of NSAIDs because it's an anti-inflammatory. NSAIDs can sometimes, those are like ibuprofen. Not great for your gut health. They reduce inflammation. But this can really reduce inflammation naturally without having to take NSAIDs, whether it's for aches or pains, headaches, anything like that. So honestly, Optimize is one of those things, guys. Even if you don't drink Shakeology every day, taking optimized supplements every single day, it is the foundation where you've got your digestive enzymes and you need your systemic enzymes. This is it. I have gotten the question in the past, how does it compare to Shakeology? Why don't I just drink Shakeology? So Shakeology, I want you guys, when I go over this stuff this week, Shakeology is kind of like going and having tapas. You have a little tiny plate with everything. You get to try everything. Your body gets a little bit of everything. These products are full dose. So full dose probiotic, full dose of what you're getting, where Shakeology is just little tiny itty bits of it. So you can take these on their own every day, but that's the main difference is Shakeology is just a little bit of everything, whereas these are the one isolated ingredient. Okay, one of the things that Darren said, because I'm going to tell you the price of this. This is $60 retail. And I have shared with people sometimes, it's $60 and they're like, oh my God. But I want to put this in perspective. If you're a mom and your kid is sick, how much does time from work cost you if you've got to take off work? Especially if you're like a hairdresser or something where if you don't work, you don't get paid, where you have to be working to get paid. I was in corporate America. My kids were sick all the time. And every time they were sick, if you work in a corporate job, if they're sick and the daycare calls you and they say, okay, Raina's got a fever, she can't go back to school the next day. So that means I have to take a day off work. I used up all 10 days of my days, like within 6 months because of them getting sick. So I'm like, how can I get them to be healthier? Boost their immune system. But what does the copay cost? Sometimes it's like $50 copay or $25 copay every time you take your kid. What about the medications you've got to give them? My point is, what is the cost of being sick? Not to mention, you're less productive, you have less energy, you're more irritable, and your quality of life isn't even that great. When you have energy and feel great and you don't get sick day in and day out, you're so much more productive. So I share with people, $60 really, what's the cost of being sick compared to the quality of life and benefit of being healthy? So $60 really is not all that much. Coaches, at our price, it's $45. So really, truly, it is an amazing product. Sometimes if people are like, I can't really do Shakeology, I don't want to do it, or I have other shakes, I get this a lot, I already bought so much of this other crappy shake. And I'm like, that's fine. Get on this, because I guarantee their shake doesn't have what Optimize has in it. One of the last things that Darren said to me that I really, really loved, and it's a little arrogant, but he's earned the right to say this. He said, you know what, Shay? He goes, it drives me crazy. He goes, I'm so glad that you are speaking about the ultimate line. He goes, because people have no idea what's in that ultimate line. And he goes, I go into corporate, and he goes, I see them sitting, all these bottles of our ultimate line, especially the resets, sitting there, not getting utilized. And he goes, because we don't have a network that gets and appreciates the quality assurance, where the products come from, how much we put into these products, and how sophisticated they are. He said, I could take those products and I could put a new name on them and market them to a sophisticated audience that gets what these products do, where they come from, and how much quality control we put in them, and I could sell them for double the price. Double the price to people that know and understand what goes behind these products. And so I share that with you guys, not as a, gosh, I'm not doing a good enough job. I'm sharing that with you guys to level up and get these products unapologetically in the hands of more people. Because these are truly the types of things you can give to somebody and know what, I'm doing good for their health, their longevity, and their family. And you're on the front end of helping them prevent all the stuff that we in America are not doing so great with. So I say that because if he could sell these for twice the amount to an audience that's sophisticated, that's snobby, that only looks for high quality, well-sourced products, why can't we? Why is this line sitting on the shelves at Beachbody collecting dust? It's pretty sad. So I'm taking it upon myself to share with you guys this week how amazing these products are, where to utilize them. Tomorrow, I don't know what I have set up for tomorrow. I may have revitalized tomorrow, but I really, really hope you guys embrace and buy Optimize, especially as we come into the cold and flu season, and share its benefits with people, whether it's on social, private conversations. Anytime you see someone getting sick or this or that, talk about Optimize, guys, and they can take it along with Shakeology. So that's what I have for today. Tomorrow, I won't get into the inflammation and the systemic and the digestive enzymes. I wanted to kind of have a starting point today before I got into Optimize, but tomorrow I'll go straight into the products. So thank you for joining me. We'll talk to you guys later. Have an amazing, amazing Monday.